And now we will invite the flame bearers of Bridget, who will take the flame of Bridget and pass it down to the person on the outside of each pew. And if you would then pass the flame out to each other as we share in the light and the love that each one of us brings here this evening, and that we share out on with the world. And this evening,
Father, kon ich me erbal loir na Mahon is Mahon ke an barbrashen Lord Mahon is Mahon Anen achnanin tu the vagavarin Mahon is Mahon
Ke an farbrashin krona boisha Mahon is Mahon nu alishin mavakin atom per patri
Mahon is Mahon no nation havakin kron pasha Mahon is Mahon nun nean karon spenta we gavel calling Mahon is Mahon wishe ishtam Nóirín is nabi kreute Mahon is Mahon Menamachrin celebre fosse Nóirín Mahon is Mahon Mahon is Mahon
and being invited to share a few words about Mary, the archetypal goddess figure in the West. It seemed to me appropriate that we listen to a woman's perspective, and a special woman at that, St. Hildegard of Bingen, Doctor of the Church. Hildegard was raised and lived in a Celtic monastery, though she was German. The Celts got around back in the Middle Ages. I don't think there would have been a Francis of Assisi if the Celts hadn't settled in northern Italy and profoundly influenced his view of the world and of the soul. And St. Dominic was Spanish, but he was a redhead. So he too had this Celtic connection. Here are some of the teachings from Hildegard of Bingen, this wonderful Renaissance woman of the 12th century, an abbess, a genius of a musician. I describe her Gregorian chant, her music, as erotic Gregorian chant, because that's what it's like. It takes you on a ride, a memorable ride. She was a healer, and she was a prophet. She stood up to emperors, to bishops, archbishops, abbots, and popes. She was also a theologian in her own right. Hope I don't burn the place down with a candle in my hand, turning pages. Thank you. Here is a vision that Hildegard had. She painted the vision. She saw a vision of a young woman. I heard a voice speaking to me. The young woman whom you see is love. She has her tent in eternity. It was love which was the source of this creation in the beginning, when God said, "Let it be," and it was. As though in the blinking of an eye, the whole creation was formed through love. The young woman is radiant in such a clear, lightning-like brilliance of countenance that you can't fully look at her. She holds the sun and moon in her right hand and embraces them tenderly. The whole of creation calls this maiden Lady, for it was from her that all of creation proceeded. Since love was the first, she made everything. Love was in eternity and brought forth in the beginning of all holiness, all creatures without any admixture of evil. Adam and Eve as well were produced by love from the pure nature of the earth. Sounds a lot like original blessing to me. Hildegard had a sense not of the personalized individual Mary, but of a cosmic Mary, parallel to the cosmic Christ. One scholar, Barbara Newman, has written, "There's a strikingly impersonal quality in Hildegard's lyrics. She cared as little for the personality of Mary as she cared for the psychology of Eve. Both women are larger than life, not mere individuals, but cosmic theophanies of the feminine. Cosmic theophanies of the feminine. And the purpose of the feminine is to manifest God in the world. The purpose of the feminine is to manifest God in the world." Hildegard calls Mary the sister of wisdom, who makes creation even more excellent than when it began. In this poem, "O form of woman, sister of wisdom, how great is your glory! For in you there rose a life unquenchable, that death shall never stifle. Wisdom, wisdom exalted you to make all creatures fairer in your beauty than they were when the world was born." Sister of wisdom phrase comes from the book of Proverbs. "Say to wisdom, you are my sister, And call insight your intimate friend. Call intuition your intimate friend. Says Hildegard to Mary, you are that luminous matrix through which the same word breathed forth all virtues, as in the primal matrix it brought forth all creatures. Luminous Mother, holy healing art, you have indeed conquered death. You have established life. Ask for us life. Ask for us radiant joy. Ask for us the sweet, delicious ecstasy that is forever yours. O Mary, says Hildegard, you are mother of all joy, and a glowing, most green, verdant sprout. This is goddess language. The goddess came back last in our Western culture in the 12th century when Hildegard lived and wrote these amazing poems, which became songs. But she's back again, this verdant sprout, mother of joy, inviting us all into her presence.
Salve,
Regina, Mater misericordiae, vita dulcedo, et spes nostra salve, ad te clamamus, exules vili eve, ad te suspiramus, gementes et flentes, in hac lacrimarum vale. Ea ergo advocata nostra, eras tuos misericordes oculos, ad nos converte. Et Iesum benedictum fructum ventris tui, nobis post hoc exilium ostende. O clemens, O pia,
O dulcis
Virgo